This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob, and it's time for the 2025 Game of the Year. And this kind of, for me, picking this game as Game of the Year kind of encompasses the entire business as a whole, and how much reviewers tend to make mistakes, or influencers, whatever you want to call them. I don't even consider myself either one of those, but I do have a channel here, and I do like to do something like this. And sometimes you got to eat a little crow. Now, the game that I picked, obviously, is, and I'm going to show it to you here, is Dragons Down. Now, there's a couple of reasons why, and I want to clear everything up very, very early in on this. Okay. The reason I picked this, even though it came out in late 2024, number one, I did not get it until this year. I wasn't able to get my hands on this until February. And, the first time I went through it, I was kind of hard on it. But it's a giant, when I first played it, the first thing I went, oh, well, they're taking the whole chip thing from like Chip Theory, don't they have that market cornered, are they copying this? And I kind of went through it kind of quickly, and I hastened my judgment instead of spending time with a game like a lot of reviewers should do. But the problem is, and I think for bigger viewers, you have so many games coming in that how can you just spend as much time as you really need to get the feel of a game? And with this particular game, this is a love letter to Magic Realm, and a beautiful love letter to it. It does its own things, but as I started giving it more of a second chance and really getting into it and enjoying what this does, finding hidden quests, doing this, going around, it's everything that you could possibly want, all in a pretty decent sized box, not this unbelievably oversized disaster of a box. It really sits out and simplifies. Magic Realm was always a very, very complicated game, but I liked it for what it was and what it does. And I still love it to this day. Is it hard? Yeah. Does some of the things make sense? No. Do you house rule it? Yes. Dragons Down does something totally different. And it's clean. It's smart. It's easy to understand. Your progressions, your adventures, keeping track of stuff on your adventure sheets, and being able to stop, and the beautiful tiles, the artwork, the chips. I was kind of hard on it, and when I decided to take it out and really give it a go, I found I was extremely wrong. And you have to be willing to eat crow. I've been wrong a few times this year. Matter of fact, my initial feel, it shouldn't be my final thought. I should give things more time. But you always feel pressured to get certain things out, and it's not fair to gaming companies. It's not fair to the game. Some things you may like right away, and maybe you don't like as much as time goes by. But what's really unfair is when you take a game like this and you don't give it the time that it needs. And it needs time. It needs time. And that's one of the reasons I decided to make it the game of the year for 2025. Number one, of course, I didn't, it came out, pretty much late, 2024, and didn't get into my hands until a couple months into 2025. So it qualified that way. And I think it makes sense because I've been playing it a lot this year, and it deserves what I'm saying about it. It deserves to be held in high regard. Matter of fact, I'm trying to find the expansions. I can't find the expansions. I know there's a couple expansions out there, and I can't find them. That shows you the game still has a lot of legs and is very popular. This is a great, great game. And it kind of puts things into perspective for me in a lot of different ways, in that I really need to slow down, not worry about getting things out when they're hot, and just making sure that I really take my time and go through things. And give things the time they deserve. This was a very close, and I sat here and argued over myself because one of my favorite companies came out with a really great game this year, and that's the Elder Scrolls from Chip Theory Games, who can do no wrong in my eyes, and this, and of course, all things good, but that was an expansion for Space Empires, and I kind of can't put that as a game of the year, even though it is glorious. And some really, in a tough year, some really great things came out, and I've got to tip my hat to some of these great companies that rose above when so many other companies failed, and blamed it on everything but. But Dragons Down is an absolute masterpiece, and it takes you a little while. It may just because it doesn't click right away, give it time. Give it the time it deserves, and you're going to find that you're going to love it as much as I can, and be hunting all the other stuff for it. And I am really trying. And to Mr. B's, I apologize, first off. Number two, this is great, and it is very humbling, and it taught me quite a lesson. So for 2025, the game of the year for me was Dragons Down. A great game. I highly suggest, if you have the means to get it, go get it. You will not be disappointed. The quality is fantastic. The art is beautiful. Yes, there's chips in it. Okay, I could get over that. And it's not an insult to Chip Theory games. That other games have had chips. Yes, I understand. But definitely take the time, put the time in, and hopefully you'll get out of it what I got out of it. A lot of enjoyment. Until next time, my dear friends, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.